What's going on, guys? I have here a Power of Elements booster box first edition. It's actually been a while since I've opened up a Yu-Gi-Oh! Seal product, and it's been a while since I opened a booster box. So this is the first edition one, so we have a chance to get a Starlight Rare. So let's open this up. This is actually my first time ever opening up this set. I've actually been out of Yu-Gi-Oh! For a little bit since the pandemic started, so I am kind of out the loop, so I apologize in advance if I mispronounce any of their names or if I don't really react if I get something good. So I do apologize for that, but let's get started. Ooh, reminds me of my childhood, going to the card shop and open up a brand new fresh booster box. Awesome. Let's start off with the right side. Okay, let's put this to the side. Let's go. Very cool. 9 cards per pack. They are a little bit smaller compared to Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a little bit smaller compared to Pokemon and Magic cards. So ooh. Skip through all the commons and we'll go to the holographics. Speed this up. So I actually grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In California. I would go to my local card shop every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That is my babysitter. I would sit there every weekend with my cousins and we would play Yu-Gi-Oh! All week. But here we go, our first secret rare. Primal Planet Perleviano. I definitely butchered that, but pretty cool. Back in the day, I believe it was 1 secret rare per box. So I don't know if that was the case now. Hopefully we get 2 secret rares per booster box. Pretty good or bad start so far, depending how valuable that card is. Like I said, I apologize. I've been out of the loop for a while, so. But I grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh! My strongest memory of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was during the Phantom of Darkness era when everybody was playing like $1,000 decks with triple Dark Arm Dragons. When they first came out, they were about $300 to $400. Destiny Hero, Destiny Dross, and stuff like that, they're $50 to $100. And if you're a baller, you have the price card, Crush Card Virus, and they were about $1,000 to $2,000 back then. I played before that. I think I started around 2005, 2004, 2005. But when I really got into the tournaments was during the Phantom of Darkness era. Of course, I was about 10 or 11 years old, so I didn't really have the money to compete with those Dark Arm decks. But here's our first ultra rare. Garora, Wing of Resonant Life. Very cool. It's a wing beast. Fusion monster. Awesome. So I believe it should have at least 2 ultra rares per box. But back in the day, it was a rare in every pack, and I think it was 5 super rares or something like that per box. 3 ultra rares, 1 secret, and once in a while you get ultimate rares. But I know they took away all the rares and stuff now, so every pack has a super rare in it. So that's pretty cool. Before that, they used it before they took away the rares. Every pack had a rare, and it will have a holo behind it. I think that made it easier to weigh the packs, so they took that away. Here's our other super rare. But back to my story. During the Phantom of Chaos era, I couldn't afford the expensive dark decks, so I would do like some stealth decks like Gigaplants. If you guys ever played Gigaplants with Lonefire Possum and Gemini, I forgot. It's like the Gemini fusion that gives all your Gemini monster effects, and with the mass. It's a spell. It's the permanent spell card. It's called Mass Driver or something like that. I forgot. I think that's what's called, Mass Driver. You can sacrifice a monster, and you can launch it, and your opponent take 800 life points or something like that. But with Gigaplants, if you have 2 Gigaplants on the field, and you have the fusion monster that gives your Gemini monster effects, you can do the infinite loop, so you can win with that on the field, which is pretty cool. It was a cheaper deck. It was probably like less than 50 bucks for that deck. Of course, I couldn't really win tournaments, like bigger tournaments with that deck against like 3 Dark Arm Dragon decks, because they're just too fast back in the day. But I did win my first tournament with that deck, so it was very cool. And in our next ultra rare, Moray of Avarice. Banish 1 face-up fish, serpent, or aqua monster you control. Draw 2 cards. You can only activate 1 of this per turn. Very cool. So there's a Pot of Greed for water monster. I feel like this is pretty good. Maybe if it was a quick play, it would be a lot better, right? That would be broken if it was a quick play. Alright, so on the right side, we pulled 2 ultra rares so far and 1 secret rare. So that is pretty cool. Hopefully there are more ultra rares now. So I would think that we would get 3 or 4 ultra rares then per box. And hopefully 2 secret rares per box. And if we're lucky enough, we get the amazing Starlight rare. Morphcanics. I remember these deck too. I love that deck. Morphcanics. During the Blackwing era, I used to play Morphcanics because it was the cheaper alternative. I had a lot of fun playing Morphcanics. It was pretty good. So one of the good thing about not having money when you're playing trading card games is you can use alternative cards, cheaper cards. Ooh, and there we go, our second secret rare. Very cool. Bam. Looks really cool. I love the Yu-Gi-Oh artwork. But yeah, back to the story. If good thing about not having a lot of money is you can use alternative cards, cheaper cards that nobody really know about, and just surprise people. And that's how when you go to tournaments and they win big tournaments like YCSs or nationals with random cards that people never use, that's how cards go up in price. Plus, it's an element of surprise because nobody really ever seen those cards being played, so they wouldn't really know how to play against it. Everybody usually play the same decks, the same cards in big tournaments, so it's like it's pretty, everybody would know what to do against it. But sometimes having cards that nobody really used before is pretty cool as well. Ooh, there's our other ultra rare. So we got 3 so far. Bam, very cool. We got a lot of packs left, so guess we gonna get at least 4 ultra rares then. Yu-Gi-Oh! But I really haven't been playing any more like meta formats. I usually just play GOAT format, Plants with my friends, just like the older formats, because you know it's like more familiar for me. I feel like the Yu-Gi-Oh now is not really the Yu-Gi-Oh I grew up with. You know, we start with 6 cards, you draw 5 cards, and you go first. You draw your 6 cards. Just like the zones and stuff, which is not bad. I think the zone is kind of good for Yu-Gi-Oh, but you know, you didn't have to worry about zones and stuff. And priority was a problem, but I kind of liked it. Priorities. Also, you can just buy, you know, usually we play mirror match, so we have 2 of the same decks. So you can just buy 2 of the same decks, you max it out or whatever, and you don't really have to worry about it getting banned or rotated out, because, you know, it's an older set, and it's also an investment too, because your cards usually won't really go down in price, and the more popular the set is, the more valuable your cards will be. So you save money, and you also make money as well. I personally prefer GOAT formats, but I've actually been playing a lot of Plants format with my friends, so I think I'm more familiar with Plants. And here is our last ultra rare, I think. Pretty cool. It's Tengu Plants with the Formula Synchrons and all that stuff. Lone Fire, Tengus, 3 Maxis, Effect Baylor, stuff like that. It's pretty fun. So here is our last pack. So let's do the card trick. 1, 2, 3, I think. And let's see how we do. Oof. Oof. Oof, guys. Oof. So, no Starlight for us. But I think it was a pretty cool pack. Pretty cool box. So, let's run it back here. And let's recap what we got. Elemental Hero Spirit of Niels. Scareclaw, Lightheart. Scatterfusion. Wave. Moray of Avarice. Our secret rare. Very cool. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my videos, and please, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and comment down below. It will really help my channel grow. I really appreciate it. And please follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and I also have a Facebook group, GMFIRED. Thank you so much guys. I'll see you next time.